your best, 'cause inside you knew that in one shining moment you reached deep inside. One shining moment you knew you were alive. Feel the beat of your heart, feel the wind in your face. It's more than a contest, it's more than a race. And when it's done, win or lose, you always did your best, 'cause inside you knew in one shining moment you reached for the sky. In one shining moment you knew, yeah. In one shining moment you're willing to try. In one shining moment you knew. One shining moment.
We are live from the southern region down in Miami, Florida, for the number 8 seeded Kansas City Knights going to take on the number 1 seeded in this bracket, in this region rather, the Langley Black Hats. Joining me in the booth is my main man, Dodger for Life. What up, Dodger? Welcome to Miami, to the Kasai Center.
Yes, sir. Here we are. We in Miami. Probably a little cooler than a usual Miami day, but probably still a little hot and sticky outside.
Oh, it's about to get hot in here in about 2 seconds. What are you looking forward to in this game between Langley and Kansas City?
Yeah, it should be interesting to see how Kansas City can match up with a giant like this Langley team. I know Kansas City's got some decent pieces, led by Jay Duncan, CJ Green, and Willie Lee. Also, Ala Merkin. They got some key pieces, and there's one starting it off there with the 3. I looked away from the screen. I don't know who that was.
Yeah, it was Willie Lee dripping it from the outside.
That makes sense. And there goes the other way. That's another 3.
Zagati with a 2, yeah. And then what are you looking forward for? Who do you think is going to perform well here on the Langley side of the ball?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's going to be interesting to see Langley-wise, because like I mentioned, Kansas City's got some good pieces. And Langley obviously is the 1 seed here in this region, sitting at a record of 7-2 on the season, with a lot of big-time players on their team, be it down low where they have the most force in Scotty McNeil, Randall Althor, and Yoshi Medici, making big plays down low there. But we got a dunk on the other end for CJ Green, one of those big players for Kansas City.
Yeah, they talk about Kansas City having it being a 3-headed monster between Leak, Duncan, and Green. So I think that those are the guys that I think for Langley that might give them fits. But it'll be interesting to see the matchup that intrigues me the most: Jay Duncan and Scotty McNeil. You got Jay Duncan's speed and athleticism, and then you got the big body of Scotty McNeil. where he might not be as fast, but certainly he's got a lot of talent and a lot of skill.
Yeah, definitely. Scotty McNeil, the leading scorer, leading rebounder on this Langley team. Obviously a very large man. Lost a tip there, though, to a very small man. That was an interesting one. But, yeah, McNeil, a very big guy down low. Interested to see how Duncan can use almost the size disadvantage to his favor, as he is also the top player on the team for Kansas City.
For sure. Kansas City out to a 5-4 lead here. Burmeister looks to drive. Floater in the lane is good.
Yeah, clean floater there from Burmeister. Just coming off a pick, running it right to the middle of the paint, and then just floating it up with the little bit of space that he needed. And again, one of those dangerous players they got here for Langley, Brennan Burmeister at the point.
Willie Leak trying to work his way inside. Burmeister says, not in my house. Get out of here. Turn to sender.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Burmeister getting up on that, and now he's going to go under the hoop and hammer it home.
Wow, Burmeister. Nice feed from Wakabi there.
Yeah, definitely. Just really gorgeous pass there, finding Burmeister cutting to the rim, and now he's going to shoot that free throw and sink it.
Gets the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Knight's going to take a timeout here, trailing by 4, 9-5 early on. Good start offensively for both these squads.
Yeah, Kansas City started out really hot with a little bit of shooting from Leak and Green. They slowed down a bit as now the Langley defense is starting to step it up a little bit. But Langley has just been hot here from the start as they just have been able to get pretty much all their pieces started early, as there's a miss for Kansas City. And if you're Kansas City, you're going to need to make as many shots as you can, knowing that Langley can hit shots like that and just be consistent over and over.
Yeah, Wakabi with a drop bucket there off the miss from Leak on the other side. Now Leak with the ball. High screen from Duncan. He's going to work his way in, drives, and another block by the interior of Langley there. Burmeister looking to try to push the tempo here. Good job by Kansas City to get back. It's Duncan on Burmeister, and Duncan commits the foul as Burmeister falls to the floor. Going to go to line shooting.
Yeah, Kansas City just not able to quite take advantage of any little mistakes yet here from Langley, and Burmeister so far just using his speed and athleticism here early on to fight his way to the line, making any chance he can to just cut to the hoop and taking it and trying to put it in.
First one up and good. Burmeister on a season an 86% free throw shooter.
And he keeps it going. Yeah, like you said, Burmeister incredibly efficient from the line and on the court period.
Spin move there. Nice job by CJ Green.
Yeah, there it is. That's exactly what you're going to have to do if you're Kansas City. Take advantage of the mismatches you can get and just be able to either feed the three-headed monster you got or just ultimately try and find those open holes whenever you can. If Langley makes a mistake, make up for it and fight back. But if you're going to be making shots like that, I don't know how many mistakes they're going to make. Burmeister.
Off to a hot start. He's got 9 of the 15 here so far. CJ Green, a little floater up, no good. Duncan, no offensive rebound and the putback.
Yeah, really, really great follow there from Duncan. Just him flying across as Green tried to lay it in, but Duncan just cleaning up the boards there as he is the top rebounder on this squad with 9 rebounds per game.
Burmeister again. Jeez, he's hot.
Yeah, he's just slicing up this defense for Kansas City. Every time he touches the ball, he just finds the hole in the defense and cuts right to it. And he's almost able to make that shot automatically as he's already into double digits.
Nice pass to Duncan, who blows the alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, tough miss there. That was what they needed, as now they're coming the other way. Wakabi.
Yeah, so Langley out to us. 73% field goal shooting so far here, lead by 10. Green now over to Quirk. Duncan setting up in the low post and said they're going to go over to the guy on the other side. That's good. Bang, 3-ball.
Yeah, there it is for the Knights. That's what you got to do. Get any openings you can for all your players, more or less. Like you said, Niagu had right there, able to hit that 3 right from the top of the key. And I think if you're Kansas City, you just got to find those openings, find any holes you can, and take advantage of them.
This is typically where Kansas City struggles. They don't have as deep as the bench. Burmeister getting some extra PT right now for being activated.
Mm-hmm. Zacharias, 3. Yep.
Ajax for 2. Bandy going to bring up the ball for KC here. Little stutter step pass inside. Tay gets fouled from behind by Julio. So Tay going to go to the line. Agent Tay, 44% free throw shooter. Not a good one. But we'll go with the line with shot clock stopped.
Yeah, definitely. Well, he hits the first one. Tay, on that play, able to try and go up there. Probably should have made that one, but again, he's a sophomore, but I mean, he has still a lot of youth that you just got to learn how to fight through that contact. And you hit that shot, and you got at least one more point on the board here.
Shrub gets to Randall Althor. Now to Boozer. Boozer from the elbow. That's good.
Ooh. Yeah, too hot. T. Boozer coming off the bench, pulling up from the elbow and just hitting it.
Merkin now over to Bays. Spin move, drive, baseline, reverse, gets fouled. So Bays to the line to shoot 2. TJ Bays, 50% free throw shooter, going to shoot 2 here.
Yeah, good job there from Bays to take the drive and end up drawing that contact from Boozer. And he hits the first free throw. Bays, not one of their more efficient players, only averaging about 4 points a game, but he does hit 2 free throws here. And it's going to be interesting to see how some of these role players and bench players can play into the game. But Al Thor on the other end hits a 3.
Dodger, give me a chance to do play-by-play, please.
Sorry, bud.
I feel like I've spoken 2 words in this game. I'm fine. You're good. You're good. I just gotta have a little bit more balance. That's all. It's been a while since you and I worked together, so.
Yeah.
Quirk, fadeaway J, no good. Thor up with the rebound.
I'm used to doing PvP in other leagues.
You want to do play-by-play? I'll do color. I don't care. Yeah. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Do it.
Okay. Well, Al Thor going right up and in with the lay-in there.
I didn't realize that, so that's fine.
It's all good.
It's hard to flip back and forth. You know what I mean?
Oh, got it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it if you want me to.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, I'll do color.
Okay, sick. All right, Bays over in the corner, guarded by the big man, pulling up for 3. Can't hit it. Boozer pulls it down. Coming down court is Shrub. Shrub setting up the offense. Pass to Boozer. Boozer tries to oop it to Al Thor. Awkwardly, but it works.
Yeah, that's one of those weird things that 2K does. I never understood it. Guy's not gonna come down with it. It's so weird.
Yeah, definitely. I know that anytime I go on 2K and it's like, oh, I'm gonna set up the guy for the alley-oop, and then he just kind of like pulls up randomly in the middle of the paint and just grabs it and throws it over his head.
Yeah, that's weird.
3. Hey-oh. There's a 3 on the other end for Kansas City. Don't think I caught a number on who that was. I think it might have been, I don't know.
Shrub not able to knock that one down. 11-point lead here at the end of one. It's been very highly focused on the Langley offense here. We'll see if Kansas City can turn it around here in the second quarter. Watch this game, March Madness on Twitch. Right? Welcome back. 30-19, 11-point lead here for the Langley Black Cats. Good first quarter by both squads here.
Yeah, definitely. Kansas City they've hit some good shots. They just haven't been able to quite keep up with the hot shooting of Langley overall here.
Yeah, they need to turn their defense up just a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be interesting how they can bounce back here as Langley's going to start off with the ball. Al Thor gets a double team here as he's been one of the hotter players. Shrub tries to hit a three. Misses it. Rebound Julio. Can't fight through the contact, but will take it and shoot 2 off the foul from Nasty Nas.
Yeah, Julio going to go to the line and shoot 2. Julio on the season.
2 shots.
73% free throw shooter.
Yeah, solid free throw shooter here in Julio. For a center here on the squad, the 3 center Langley Black Hats, as Julio will miss the second, surprisingly. Here comes Bays leading the offense for Kansas City. Passes it down to the corner. From Leak over to Nas. Nas going to try and reset the offense. Waits. Passes it to Merkin. Merkin at the elbow. Tosses it down low to Nas. And one.
Counted in 1. Barry B. Shrub picks up the foul.
Yeah, great play there from Nas as we see the mopper person staring at the floor.
Yeah, you gotta love the 2K replays.
Yeah. But yeah, Nas, good cut to the hoop there. Takes the pass. As it was a smart play from him there to reset the offense ultimately, as he took that pass from Merkin on the kind of give-and-go type play, as he will hit the free throw and bring him back within 9 points.
Yeah, good job by Kansas City. Starting to attack the rim a little bit more. Drawing some fouls, getting to the line. Who knows, maybe that'll pay dividends late in the game as Shrub knocks down a 3.
Yeah, maybe so. It's going to be interesting to see how they can make this offense kind of hum against the Langley defensive force. As nope, that was Willie Leak with the hammer. My goodness.
Yeah, that was a nice dunk there by Leak. Gets them back in within 10.
Yeah, hopefully that'll put a little kickstart in Kansas City as we got a drive there. Boozer. Ba-bang.
Wow, Langley is just red hot right now. I don't know how many. They feel like they've missed like 3 shots the whole game so far.
Honestly, I want to see them pop up that shooting percentage graphic again as Leak's going to drive and kick it to someone.
The ball was deflected out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
No? Okay. Very odd play there. Anywho, Langley going to start with the ball now coming off of that inbound. Wakabi leading the way. Passes it to McNeil. McNeil at the elbow. Tosses it back to the top to Burmeister. Burmeister to McNeil. McNeil guarded by the smaller Tay. But we got a loose ball foul on Medici as the missed shot from McNeil. But now the ball will head over to Kansas City thanks to that loose ball foul. We see a couple of subs come in the game for the Knights. Leak takes it to the top. Drive. Goes around a defender and almost puts it in. Yoshi Medici commits his second foul in probably less than 20 seconds.
You gotta be careful. You don't want to get into too much foul shot. You don't want to get yourself in a situation where it affects your rotations.
Yeah, definitely. As Leak is going to step to the line here and he buries the first. Willie Leak, absolutely on fire from the line. Hasn't missed a single free throw all season. Hopefully I didn't just jinx him.
You'd be good.
And it's up. And it's good. Okay, we're good. Don't come after me.
Well, Kansas City's done a good job. Been to the free throw line 7 times. And still sitting here trailing by 10, but...
Yeah, definitely. I think it's just the defensive side and the absolute red hot shooting of Langley that they just haven't been able to keep up with, as Medici's going to try and post up and miss. But rebound to Burmeister.
Kansas City did a nice job there defensively, forcing it down to the end of the shot clock, but credit Langley on the offensive rebound.
Exactly. Yeah, Langley just using the force they got down low there to get to that one, as Nas is going to lay it in, get into the hoop on that transition.
still shooting red hot, 68%. Only missed 7 shots so far, but Kansas City doing a good job staying around now. Still trail by 8 right now.
But we got points on the other end. Langley hits it. Kansas City with the ball. Niagu from 3. Misses it. Tries to put it back. Duncan, but cannot.
Nice inside-out play there by Nagayu and I think C.J. Green.
Okay, I didn't quite catch the number there. But we got a foul on the other end. Medici goes up and takes the hit from Duncan, as now he will shoot some free throws for Langley.
By the way, just a little tip, Dodger. Don't even look at their numbers. Look at the names underneath their feet. It's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, I was trying to, but sometimes I look away and then the name disappears, so I'm like, Here goes Niagu, taking it. Gonna reset here. Take a little time, let a play develop. Tosses it up top to Nas. Nas takes the screen from Duncan. Nas drives a little bit, does a little spin move, almost loses the ball, kicks it back to Leak. Leak gets double teamed, will lose the ball, and Burmeister's gonna take it over here for Langley. Coming down the court in transition, pass to Medici, back to Burmeister. Burmeister over to Medici. Medici takes a step forward, backs up, looks for someone to pass to. Wakabi at the top of the key. Gonna reset the offense again. Download McNeil. Can't get it to go. Duncan, solid defense. Other way, Leak hits the jumper. And we're back to a 9-point game.
Kansas City, ever since getting down 10, they've done a good job kind of maintaining, staying right around this mark. They can stay within striking distance. They, maybe put a little scare into Langley.
Yeah, definitely. Kansas City just able to kind of keep them at arm's length, more or less, at this point. Keep them within reach. As Langley, on the other end, will miss a 3, but, Duncan got the rebound. Okay. Here goes Niagu the other way. He had an open man for a second, but a little bit thrown off course there by the defense. Green will take it at the elbow. Waiting. Couple of screens going on behind him. Niagu cuts down low. Had an opening for a second. Didn't want to risk the pass. Leak. Up top. And in. Interesting alley-oop, but Jay Duncan will tap it in to bring him within 7. Burmeister at the top of the key.
Kansas City doing a good job sticking around.
Yeah, definitely. They're playing tough and they're playing good, but McNeil just has too much size on that one and puts it up over Duncan.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That was one of the matchups I was mentioning before. Duncan versus McNeil. When they're doing the whole back down in the low post, you can see McNeil probably going to win more of those battles. But if you see a transition game, Duncan gets out on the transition game, to be out on the floor, and does just a really good job in transition. I mean, there's a reason why he has a 72% field goal percentage, because he gets out on a lot of fast breaks.
Yeah, definitely. That's just absolute consistency of Langley, as we got the 3 hit on the other end.
Bandy
4
cuts it to 6 now.
Yeah, great 3 pull up there for Kansas City, as Bandy pulling up there from 3 to hit that one, and it is becoming a closer ball game. Burmeister going to try and pull it farther out, but cannot. Duncan rebound coming down is Green. Green with the lay-in and hits it.
Just like that, Kansas City cuts the lead to 4. A couple of misses for Langley, and the Knights able to take advantage in transition.
Yeah, definitely. Langley coming the other way here, going to try and set up. Step it back over to Shrub, down low to Althor. Althor takes a double team up top to Shrub, hits it. Interesting play there. I mean, you got to pick your poison ultimately if you are Kansas City on the defensive end, and it was not maybe the right call there, but I think that's what they would rather suffer. But Niagu on the other end will hit a 3.
Yeah, big 3 by Nagayu there. Cuts it to 3. Kansas City knocking on the door right now.
Yeah, they're coming right back here. This is a 1-possession game as the ball gets lost. Nagayu takes it, Down low to Bandy up top and in. Oh my, great pass up top to Tucker Quirk, who will put it in. And folks, we got ourselves a ball game. It's a 1-point game.
Yeah, that's a good job by Kansas City. And this is what Langley feared. Langley feared playing against this three-headed monster. Said if they were going to give him trouble, these three guys are the three that are going to do it. And right now, those three guys are going off. I mean, they're getting some help, despite their hot shooting of Langley. Kansas City's getting some help.
Yeah, definitely. That's kind of what I was saying going into this. It's going to be interesting how the bench play that Kansas City has, even if it may not be as big a usual suspect as Langley's bench may be. It's going to be interesting how they can play a role in this. And so far, they've played a decent one as we got a 1-point game here. Shrub tries to go in and will hit it with a second left on the clock. And just a heave or just a dribble up the court, as that will be the end of our first half. 45-42, Langley on top in this very close ball game. It is CSBA halftime. We'll be right back.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the game here so far. Kansas City was down 10, really hot shooting by Langley to start this game. Came out on fire, shooting around 75% for a good part of that first half. But Kansas City did a nice job sticking around, hitting their shots, taking whatever the defense was giving them, and eventually were able to come back, grab the lead momentarily, but Langley quickly took it right back at the end there. But doing a nice job as Kansas City, getting some contributions from a few different players, getting to the free throw line. If they can keep that up, they might put a little bit of scare into this Langley team who's was shooting over 75% at one point, now down to 63%. So as you can see, the numbers relatively even across the board there. Kansas City putting up the good fight, but still a lot of basketball left to go. And we know what good teams do there, Dodger, in the fourth quarter. Usually that's where the cream rises to the top. We'll see who rises to the top here in the second half. Let's take a look at the leading scorer at the halftime. Shout out to our sponsor, SportsTemplates.net, official sponsor of the CSBA. Shout out to our friends over the ACF, now the VGL. Brandon Burmeister leading scorer at the half with 11. A lot of those came in the early going, but he's been quiet since.
Yeah, Burmeister started off really hot for Langley. Lots of drives and cuts, but he spent a fair amount of time on the bench here later in the first half, as Langley will start with the ball. Wakabi going to take it, pass it over to Burmeister. Burmeister going to pass it back to Wakabi. Wakabi takes a screen. Going to drive down low. Going to try and put it up. Missed. Medici gets it back and will put it in, as CJ Green just could not defend that one.
Yeah, CJ Green on the first one forced the miss. Wasn't able to get the rebound. Almost got him to miss on the second, but I actually thought there was a traveling violation that went uncalled, but either way, Langley was able to come away with points.
Ball here in the hands of Nas, who will hit the fadeaway. We got a 3-point ball game again.
Yeah, Nas having a good game. Only averages 4.1 points per game, but he's got to have at least 6 or 8 right now.
Yeah, definitely. He's been just making some good little plays there, as those role players stepping up a little bit here in Nagayu and Nas, and a little bit from Bandy and Bays a little bit. But Duncan, they're going to get called for the foul, as Gotti going to drive down low and take the contact. Going to send Zaza Gotti to the line. Overall, only a 50% free throw shooter on the season. First one's up. Will hit it. Back to a 4-point ball game as we get the first subs here of the second half. A couple of the big guys coming out, Green and Duncan currently on the bench, as we will see Tay, Merkin, and Bays step in here for Kansas City. Second free throw going to go up for Gotti. He will miss it. Rebound to Tay. Going to toss it out to Leak. Leak dribbles down court. Passes it over to, believe that is Bandy. Going to drop back over to Leak. Leak tosses it back top to Tay. Tay waiting. Passes it. Gonna have to pull up. Miss. Just a forced shot there. Pass over to Wakabi. Wakabi gonna pull it back. Toss it down low to McNeil. McNeil. Size mismatch. Gonna go up and hit it.
Yeah, he's so good with the back to the basket.
Yeah, McNeil just an absolute great player down low.
Plus, in that situation, Dodger, I think, the other thing, too, is he had the size mismatches. Fully Leak with a nice take.
Exactly. As, like you said, Leak with a good take there. But like I mentioned, and like you kind of see there on that previous time down the court, McNeil just had a size mismatch down low and took big advantage of it. As a miss on the other end. And Nos coming down now, passes it to the corner for three.
Bang.
Boom. Willie Leak.
Cuts it to 1 now, 50-49.
There we go. We got a 1-point ball game. Medici going to take it at the top of the key, guarded by Tay. Over to McNeil. McNeil spins around for a second. Going to try and reset, see what's going on. Loses it. Gets it back, passes it down. Burmeister. Gonna kind of wait. Gonna have to pull up soon. Tough one there. Good defense played by Kansas City to force that last second shot.
Nas blows right
the other way.
He blows right by Burnmeister, and KC has the lead.
Yeah. KC's first lead here in quite a while, as Langley will be forced to call a timeout. Just absolute hot start here from Kansas City in the second half. There's just so much that's gone right for them here. Wired, if you're there, what do you think's gone right on the Knights side?
I mean, the Knights are just getting contributions from a lot of guys, and they're relying on the big three, and the big three, Willie Leak specifically, really playing well here. We've not seen that great a play from Takala Wakabi. We've seen McNeil go off. We've seen Burmeister go off, but not many guys right now for the Langley squad who's in rhythm. So we'll go back to the well, going to Brennan Burmeister, see if they can kind of pick things up here.
Bandy brings it down court now after that little bit of points there from Burmeister, trying to get his hot hand going again. Well, there's a stolen pass. Burmeister takes it. Coming the other way is Medici. Can't put it in. Gets the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, Merkin's got to box him out. He played good defense on the first set, but was able to get the second one to go in. So always that second effort.
Yep.
Always that second effort.
Definitely. Just a really, really tough play down low there from Medici to scoop that one back up after his first miss and able to get that one to go in and extend the lead back to 3. There goes Quirk, gets a position, and he will put it in.
Yeah, so Kansas City going back to the well. That's where they've gotten a lot of their points. Both these teams shooting 61%. Crazy.
Yeah, both teams have been getting hot. Langley coming a little more back down to earth after that extremely hot start. And then Kansas City starting to balance it out. But we got a 3 on the other end. Missed. Merkin.
Kansas City doing a good job for it, getting the guys that probably Langley doesn't want to have those guys shooting the ball. So they've done a good job, focusing on the players that are the high level scorers. There's a nice shot there in the lane by Ajax Zacharias.
Yeah, first points of the night for Zacharias, says he's able to hit that one. Pass to and over, and a hammer from Quirk.
Wow, nice thread there. Dime. Pass that dime right into the hands of Quirk. Throws it down with a two-handed flush.
Yeah, great dunk there from Quirk to put that one up and through. Langley the other way. Wakabi had a positioning for a second. Gets it stolen. coming the other way. Slowly coming down court.
Yeah, all American.
Gonna take a second.
Size
Got a little
mismatch
bit.
down.
Yep.
Can't
Takes
capitalize.
it. Misses it.
Can't capitalize.
Yeah, tough defense there from Langley. But a little bit of a hard miss there for Kansas City. McNeil going to try and go up. Hook shot. He will hit it. Back to a 3-point game, and that is another Kansas City timeout.
I think that Langley's starting to realize McNeil might be their ticket to push past Kansas City here, because Kansas City has not had an answer for him in the low post, but they've done a good job containing the rest of the Black Hats squad. So if they're smart, they'll continue to dump the ball down to the low post.
Exactly. And that's just where their mismatch more or less is that absolute size down low in McNeil. And then the two missed shots there, that's an absolute, just like not a good play there from Kansas City, not able to take advantage of their second opportunity. Julio's going to take it here at the top of the key. Reset, pass down low. It's tipped. Zacharias will grab it, though. And this time it's going to get stolen by Quirk. Quirk coming down court, trying to set up shop. Going to dribble inside. Pull it back out. Bandy had an opening. He's going to pull up and hit it.
Yeah, Kansas City
got a 1-point game.
Kansas City doing a good job finding the open man, trying to maneuver themselves to get a good open, clean look. And right now, Kansas City's doing a good job knocking them down. Now they're starting to shoot evenly with Langley.
And we got a 3 on the other side from Barry B. Shrub. As we now got a 4-point game again. Bandy going to bring it down court for the Knights. Going to set up shop here. Dribble over. Duncan at the top of the paint. Waits. Tosses it over. Green. Takes a screen, kind of. Green, going to pull it back. Going to dribble in. Going to put it up. And miss it. Get a rebound. Pull it back out.
Yeah, good job there to be able to follow his shot. Thought it was going to fall, but good job by Green to stay with it.
In the corner is Bandy. Bandy going to dribble, lose it, but they will get it back with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Going to have to pull up something quick here, as here comes Nasty Nas. Maybe the hand you want in there right now. Leak is also in the game currently. Try and get an opening. Nas gonna pull up. Miss it. Hard one there, as they just had to pull up a shot there with not much time left on the shot clock.
He got a good look, just couldn't knock it down. But yeah, it's a high pressure situation. You got 2 seconds to react.
Exactly. Here we go. Up top, Shrub, jab steps, drives in, tries to take it up, and he will make it.
Barry B. Shrub is right now that X factor for Langley. Been the one consistent guy here in the last few minutes, especially with McNeil on the bench.
He had a down low positioning, but he hits it.
That is a huge bucket by Willie Leak to end the third quarter, as Kansas City trails by 4 here, headed to the fourth. Get those 4s up in stream chat. You're watching a phenomenal 8-1 matchup here in March Madness Southern Region, 63-59. You watch CSB on Twitch. We're like, all right, welcome back. Let's take a look at the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it wasn't alley-oop.
Yeah, we see a lot of alley-oops for State Farm assist of the game. Every once in a while, you get a really, really good assist, but
True.
kind of commonplace with those.
We got 3 in the corner from Nagayu.
Bang! Cuts it to 2, foot on the line.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta watch the ref. If they point to the line, it usually means it's 2. See how the arm went up for the 3?
Right.
If you watch, that's usually how I know. Besides the scoreboard.
Got it. Nagayu going to take it here at the top and take the screen from Duncan. Nagayu almost loses it. Will lose it. Nope, gets it back. Leak. Rebound Duncan.
Right place, right time, and then one. Oh, almost.
Oh.
It's been a while since Kansas City's gone to the line, but a chance to tie it up here is Jay Duncan, a 65% free throw shooter to the line to shoot 2.
Hits the first. Gonna try and tie it up here with the second free throw as Burmeister's gonna check back in. Good call, I think, here from Langley to bring in the hot hand, the speed of Burmeister. Try and get a little bit of a fire lit under their team here. Duncan will miss the second, though.
You know what I think is an interesting scenario, and I think the reason why... I honestly think this is the reason why this game is a little wonky right now is somewhere along the way the rotations got whacked out and... Thor, oh my god. Yeah, the rotations are a little wonky right now, so you have the starters playing against the backups for Kansas City, so that might be the reason why they're hanging around right now. But credit the bench too; they've played well. So the lineups are not that there's a mistake. It's just the way the game has transpired as well. So.
Yeah, definitely. It's been an interesting way this one has gone, but I mean, it's given Kansas City a little bit of more of a chance here, just with how things have gone foul-wise, minutes, exhaustion, stamina, whatever it may be. Green going to take it here at the top of the key, going to try and drive in, gets stopped, pulls it back out to Leak. Leak, time running down, pulls up, miss. Rebound Shrub. Shrub coming the other way, up top, 3! Al Thor again.
Randall Al Thor stepping up in crunch time right now. What was a 1-point game is now pushed out to a 7-point lead.
Leak at the top of the March Madness logo, misses it. Well, not misses it, but gets it stolen. Leak, other way, Shrub! Oh my! The lead is extended.
And just like that, a 1-point game has now gone to a 9-point game.
Langley picking it up off the mistakes, but we got a lay-in on the other end. I believe that was Willie Leak.
Yeah, that was Willie Leak. Good transition, quick bucket. Good job by Kansas City not staying stagnant there, pushing the pace.
Burmeister going to drive in, going to pull it back out. 3! Miss. Rebound. Green. Coming down in transition. Got some space. Got a woo!
Oh, counted in 1.
Took the lane, hammered it home, took the foul. How about that, CJ Green?
A little taunting there, too, at the end of that.
He is feeling it there. And he's going to try and sink it here to pull it back within 4. Got it.
Yeah, he's so good downhill. He's so talented. You're going to miss him after this season for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully this won't be his last game, but we shall see, as he has definitely showed out a bit here. Maybe not his biggest game, but still a good game. And we got an and 1.
Yeah, Medici with the and 1. Nice play there using his strength. Go to the free throw line, try to complete the 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
Medici just going up, taking the contact, like you said, using the strength. Buries the free throw. Back to a 7-point game.
He's an 80% free throw shooter, too, so guy don't mind having at the line.
Here goes Bays. Going to wait for some movement. Nas will take it. Over to Leak. Leak takes a step, waits for it, waits for someone to come, passes it over to Nas. Nas thinks about going down low. Going to take the screen instead. Going to have to pull up. Going to miss it.
Yeah, that
very short.
Poor execution by Kansas City in that set. Nas way too far from the basket.
Definitely, yeah. Just a lot of perimeter passing, not a whole ton getting to a good shooting position. As Medici will kick it off there with a fadeaway.
And Langley's starting to heat up again.
Yeah, you see the shooting percentage starting to be a little bit of a discrepancy now. As there goes Merkin, who will take the contact. and head to the line.
Yeah, Zaza Gotti did not like that call. Thought it should have been a travel. It looked like Merkin took about 50 steps there.
He's going to go ahead and shoot some free throws now. Merkin, not a big player here tonight. Usually one of their better players, but he will miss the first free throw. Just not a great night from him. Just hasn't been super existent, more or less, in the game.
It's interesting, though. Again, we talked about this before. The starters and the bench rotation is a little wonky right now for Kansas City, and I don't know if that's the reason why we've seen Langley capitalize here. As there's a steal by Quirk.
Maybe so. We got a drive from Bay. He's going to go up. Going to miss it. Get a rebound. Double team. Pops it back out. Quirk. Going to reset. Couple screens. Maybe getting set or not. Well, we got one screen there. Going to pull up from 3 and hit it.
Wow, that's a huge three from Tucker. Quirk cuts it to 5. They needed that. That's a jolt in the arm.
Yeah, Quirk with a massive 3 as Langley will call a timeout here. Only up by 5 now, as just a great play there from Quirk. Hits a surprising 3, just able to get enough space to bury it. And it's been a fun couple minutes. Langley starting to pull away, but then Kansas City fires back.
All right, 76-71, 3:54 to go here. 5-point advantage. Take a look at the player of the game. Is going to be Brennan Burmeister. Did a lot of the scoring in the early going.
Yeah, Burmeister just using a lot of his speed, doing a lot of those little plays there, and some passing as well. But Burmeister just cutting to the hoop, taking any possible space he had and taking advantage of it, as he just found any opening there early on.
Yeah, I probably would have given it to Scotty McNeil if I'm going to be completely honest, but that's just me. I think Burmeister did a nice job early on, but the last few minutes has been quiet. Although he put it in there, so.
Yep. Say that, and then he just decides to put one in. There we go.
Shout out to our sponsor, SportsTemplates.net. DJ Bays for 3, bang.
Yeah, Bays just pulling up there. Some of those hands off the bench are trying to put their stamp here on the game, try and pull Kansas City even closer into this, as we got a 3 on the other side. Missed. Merkin in transition. Over to the corner.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that pass. Lucky he didn't turn it away.
And definitely, yeah, that's a tough pass there. Merkin going to take it up. Miss. Coming the other way in transition is Medici. Medici going to hold it up at the top of the key. Burmeister. Stolen. Got an opening. Had some space. Going to take it. And the hammer.
2-point game.
How about that for Tucker Quirk? Burmeister, step back jumper, miss. Medici, guarded. Merkin, nope. McNeil.
And they go back to the well, and a smart play there by Langley.
Definitely, yeah, just giving it to the big guy, as he had a bit of a size advantage there in his favor, and he took it up, put that one in. But Kansas City has been able to make some good plays to be able to pull themselves closer in this one, and it's only a 4-point ball game. Leak going to bring it up court here for the Knights. Going to dribble over. Quirk hands it off to Green. Green back over to Leak. Leak down low to Quirk. Quirk gets double teamed. Tosses it back up to Leak. Leak, time running down. Duncan going to come with a screen. Leak steps back, pulls up, hits it.
Wow, that's
Willie
huge. That is a huge crunch time bucket. Huge.
Wakabi going to come up top here for Langley. Pass it back to Burmeister. Burmeister going to dribble around a bit. Toss it off to Medici. There it goes. A funky looking oop there, but it worked. Leak going to bring it up now for Kansas City. Toss it over, and in is CJ Green. He found a little opening and he took it.
The way the rotations are going right now, it looks like the starters for Kansas City have a little bit more gas in the tank.
Yeah, Langley's been...
Say the way the rotate. No, say the way the rotations have kind of were funky now. It feels like that one. Wow, what a block by Jay Duncan!
Great block from Duncan, able to get up on McNeil as McNeil had the advantage there, driving with some steam, but Duncan just stopped him short. McNeil in the corner, gonna pop it. Wakabi, pull up.
Wow, that's a huge bucket by Takala Wakabi. Clutch shot right there. We've never had an 8 win. I don't believe we've ever had an 8 seed win. So.
Okay, let's see. Green double team past Duncan. Duncan back up top to Quirk.
I know we've had a 7 though. I don't believe we've ever had an 8 go down.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if. See if we're gonna see some history. Well, not on that shot.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a force by Tucker Quirk. Did we had an 8? We did have an 8. I'm sorry. You're right. We did have an 8. Sorry about that. We did. It was the first time ever.
Okay.
My bad. Yeah. Yeah. Right. You're right. We did. Thank you, man. Thank you guys for that. I forgot.
CSBA community. Thank you for the reminder.
No, I forgot. I forgot about that game. I don't know why it's 6. Not in my memory bank. Big free throw there from Gotti. Zaza on the season. Only a 50% free throw shooter, so these are big free throws here down the stretch.
Gonna try and sink one here.
Oh, he misses them both. So he misses them both. Leaves the door open for Kansas City. They actually had foul count of 1. No.
Oh. Almost had an and one opportunity there.
That would have been a huge play. Leak to the line of 2-2. He's been amazing for Kansas City tonight.
Yeah, he's just been a massive piece. Gonna bury the first free throw. Absolutely consistent from the line. And he's been, like you said, a key piece here as they've fed that three-headed monster more or less. And it's now a 3-point ball game. Langley got the ball back in their hands. It's going to have to be a big defensive stop here from Kansas City.
Yeah, this is a huge possession. Wakabi with a step on Green. Sorry. Yep.
All good. Here we go, Medici.
Yeah, it's your call, not mine. My bad.
All good. Wakabi pulls up.
Wow.
And it's it.
That's a 2, though. Only a 2. But that could be the dagger, though, Dodger, because if down 5, no timeouts left. They'll advance to the front court here, but door slightly cracked open, but not a lot of opportunity here for Kansas City. But we'll see how it plays out here. Need a quick 3 if they're going to.
Yeah, if you're Kansas City, you're going to have to, again, like you said, quick 3 and then try and foul very quickly. Well, you're going to try to.
Oh, they had him wide open. Oh, they had Green on the other side wide open. They missed it.
And nope. That'll do it probably. As Medici's gonna step to the line after that.
Langley was sweating that game. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. That was a sweat game.
Without a doubt, they got a lot more than they could handle. Well, not more than they can handle, but more than they expected, I think, from this Kansas City team. Has only 4 seconds left. Not a whole ton that can be done, except maybe force up one more shot and miss.
Yeah, I was gonna say
we have had ourselves a great ball game here tonight.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a great game. The one thing interesting about that game is the way the rotations flushed out, and I think it had something to. I'll be honest with you. I think it's because Burmeister early on and somebody else on Langley were activated, and it really made the Kansas City, like as Langley readjusted back to the original rotations, Kansas City did not, and it was their starters were playing against their bench, and I think that's the reason why this game was so close, because it kind of was like it wasn't like a lot of times. I'm just gonna say this: a lot of times when we have rotations, it's usually at the 4-minute mark, and they're usually even and comparable with the other team. What ended up happening in this game, which was really interesting, I've seen this happen a couple times. It doesn't happen a lot, but when guys get activated, it really messed with the rotations. And what ended up happening was, instead of being at that 4-minute mark, it was kind of like at the 6-minute mark. So like it was like a 2-minute carryover on both the first unit and the second unit, which I think is the reason why Kansas City looked strong down the stretch, because they had their starters had a little bit more stamina. But good job by Langley there to hold out. Definitely gave Langley a scare here, only winning this one by 7. Yeah, Mitch said it. They feasted on the bench, and they absolutely did. As you look at the bench points, yes, it does lean towards Langley, Dodger, but this is only a 9-point difference, which isn't a lot. I think if you the one thing Kansas City feasted on was the turnovers. They had 11. Anything stand out to you though?
I think the is mostly a pretty even game for the most part. Like you said, the bench points, bit of an advantage. Very tiny advantage on second chance points, and I think just a little bit more points in the paint from the big beasts of McNeil and Al Thor and what was the other guy? Medici. That was just a little bit more of an advantage, I think, on the side of Langley.
Yeah, I mean, the three-pointers from Kansas City were huge, too. 8 of 15 for 53%, which is a big reason why they were in this game. Let's go through the box score here. Willie Leak finishes with 22 points, 3 assists, 8 of 17, 2 of 6 from downtown, 4-4. What a way to go for the senior to go out. CJ Green, I thought he had more than 11, but finishes with 11 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, a steal, 5 of 9. That's his last performance as a senior. Tucker Quirk also senior here as well, I believe. Yes, he's a senior as well. Finishes with 11 points, 3 assists, a steal, 5 of 7. Nasty Nas, 9 points, 2 assists, 4 of 6. Marcus Nagayu, 8 points, 2 assists, a steal. Excuse me, 3 of 5, 2 of 3 from down. TJ Bays, what a game off the bench. 8 points, a rebound, a steal, 2 of 4, 2 of 2 from downtown. Jay Duncan, the senior, while he didn't score a ton of points, obviously matched up against Scotty McNeil. Finishes with 5 points, 10 boards though, assists and a block, 2 of 5. So that's a tough way to go out offensively for Duncan. Logan Bandy, 5 points, 3 assists, 2 of 2. Egan Tay, 2 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists on 0 of 1. Ala Merkin, 1 point, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal. Take us through the Black Knights.
Yeah, of course, leading the way for Langley is Brennan Burmeister, your player of the game. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 15 points, 1 steal, 1 block. Great game from him. 14 and 10 for Yoshi Medici as he picked up a quiet double-double. 3 assists, 1 block. Barry B. Shrub, 14 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 of 5 from 3. Randall Al Thor, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 of 2 from 3.
Yeah, he had a good game. He had a great game off the bench. Even that one highlight slam dunk was great.
Definitely great game there from Al Thor, and the great game from Barry B. Shrub. But 12 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist for Scotty McNeil, just down low. Takala Wakabi, 8 points, 5 assists, 1 steal. Quiet game from him. Zaza Gotti, 4 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. T. Boozer, 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists.
Yeah, that extra minutes that's interesting. I've never seen a player with 7 minutes. A lot of that, you can attest, a lot of that has to do with that right there. He got a lot of extra minutes the way things went down. So that's the reason why Boozer only got 7 in this game.
Yeah, exactly. And then we got Ajax Sicarius, 4 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. And then closing out our box score is good old Don Julio, 1 point and 3 rebounds.
The minutes are all out of whack here, and I think a lot of that has to do with the couple players being activated in that game. So, but congratulations to the Langley Black Hats. They're going to move on to the next round, and Kansas City will join everybody else on the couch. Appreciate you, Dodger for life. We got another one coming up here momentarily, guys. Make sure you tune in for that one. The next game on the slate, I believe, if I can find it here. Hold on. The next game coming up is San Francisco, Michigan A&M. So make sure you guys tune in for that one. For Dodger, any parting words?
Just another good game here. Sorry for any miscommunications, but good game here, and excited to. I'll be back on call in a couple hours for the third game here tonight, so I'm ready. Time to make some dinner. Let's do this.
See you in a little bit. See